So as an African, I've always seen my sisters using wigs and it became normal. But this is real human hair from one person to another person's head. And most of this coming from India to Africa. There is a whole industry making one person remove their hair from their head and donate it. Another person gets rich from selling it. And another person apparently gets beautiful from putting hair from another human's head. Let me give you some facts which you might not know about the business of human hair in India to Africa. Number one, India is the largest exporter of human hair and they export more than 2 tons per year. 2 tons like hair, they stack one on another and it gives 2 tons of hair outside of India. Number 2, most of this is sold in US, Europe and Africa. Number 3, Africa is the biggest buyer of this human hair. Most of this stuff is sold not on real market. It's considered that Africans buy around $6 billion worth of human hair per year. I never want to hear any African who has a wig tell me again they're broke. You have $6 billion. But if we back up a little bit, we can try to ask ourselves, how did Indian human hair become such a huge business in Africa? Number 1, the beauty standards been changing. I guess you might have not seen, in my lifetime, I have never seen a woman having this hair style of the 1950s. The only place I can see it's in movies, because apparently after a certain time, another type of hair was popularized, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And now today, braids, which was so common in most African, for most African women, braids were now considered as not as professional or as good looking as the Western straight hair. And that's when wigs came in, because wigs could give you having that straight hair, because with African hair you cannot have that long, straight, flexible hair. Since the African hair is more curly and I don't know, kinky, it's a little bit harder, it cannot easily be straight. So they had to turn to add something else on top, which will seem as the hair which they're promoting. In music videos, in movies and other places, the hair which was portrayed to be the hair of a beautiful African woman was that hair in a wig. And how did India get there? Apparently, Indians have the best hair in the business. So their hair is flexible. You can have the curly or the straight in better black color. That's made it to be much more popular, and especially in Africa, they have tried so many other hair which might not be as original as human hair, and they would have problems like they would lose the flexibility or the colors, or they can burn, and so many other issues. That's human hair ended up being much more comfortable. And the human hair, it's one of the other successful products which are coming from India and being sold in Africa. As for example, they do in telecommunication with a company like Airtel, or they do with motorbikes with TVS and Bajaj. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time.